Hi, I'm Mike DeSimone.
And I'm Jeff Jensen, and together, we're the World Wine Guys.
Hola, soy Mike DeSimone.
Y yo soy Jeff Jensen. Bienvenidos a World Wine Guys, What We're Drinking.
You know, today we're going to take a trip to Spain. A lot of people are not able to travel this year. And we're going to go to a specific region, Jumilla, Spain.
Right.
Jumilla, it's actually the heart of the Mediterranean. It's inland a little bit from Valencia, like right in the middle of the Spanish coast. So it's right here.
That's right.
On the map. You have Barcelona up there, and farther down here we have Malaga and
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar, exactly. So it's really right in the middle. It's also midway, you know, like I said, it's between the Mediterranean and La Mancha. So it's not coastal, but it's close to the coast.
So the wines get a real Mediterranean influence as well. You know, they do grow a few different grapes there, Garnacha, Syrah, Sauvignon Blanc, but today we're going to focus on the grape that they grow 75% of the time. It's called Monastrell.
Right, Monastrell is actually known, you might have heard of a grape from France called Mourvedre.
Right.
In California, they call it Mataro. In Australia,
they call it Mataro. In Australia,
and in Spain, actually, sometimes when it's blended, it's called Mataro as well. Yeah. But today we're focusing on Monastrell from Jumilla, which is made in 3 different styles. We have Rosé, we have Tinto, which is a young, unoaked Monastrell, and then we have, Tinto Joven is the young, unoaked, and then we have Tinto, which is the oaked Monastrell.
Which is oaked for a period of time, and this we're going to be drinking in 2018 today. So the thing that's really nice about Monastrell is that it is grown in a few different places in the world, but in my opinion, Jumilla in Spain is probably one of the best places where it's grown.
I mean, it's the area, it's like, it's home.
Well, let's give this a try. This is a rosé, right?
Rosé. So, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to you. Thanks for watching.
So it's a nice, pretty...
Or salud.
Salud. It's a soft color. It's like a medium blush.
This has a lot of like aromas of like candied cherries, maybe like some rose petals.
Yeah, and raspberry as well, I think, in that. But let's we toasted. Let's give it a taste.
Let's give this a try. Yeah. Really nice. So again, I always talk about the seamless transition of what you're smelling in your nose going onto your palate.
Exactly.
So I'm getting that beautiful candied cherry.
Raspberry, but strawberry. It's got really good acidity.
But there's also something like savory, like
you're right,
like sage or something.
Yeah, like sage or thyme. You're right. It does have those Mediterranean herbs.
You know what's really cool about this region, Jumilla? They've been growing grapes there for about 5,000 years.
Yeah.
So about 3000 BC, and in fact, there's a lot of archaeologic evidence that proves this. Some earrings.
Yeah, there's actually some of these really cool like gold hoop earrings that have little grapes
on them,
on the bottom, and there's actually grape seeds, like fossilized grape seeds that were found from 3000 BC. And actually the DOP, which is the the making it an official wine region, was founded in 1966. So they've actually been officially making classified wine for over 50 years there.
Yeah, this is a beautiful wine. Like I would like this like with a salad, maybe some seafood dishes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, a rosé made from Monastrell is a really cool thing. You know, Monastrell is generally a bigger, heavier wine, and this is a very light, very nice,
very easy drinking.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the Tinto Joven. Joven is Spanish for young.
So this is an unoaked red, right? I mean, look at this color. I mean, it's almost like
I mean, it's like that red violet crayola, you know. It's or violet red.
And in fact, in the nose, I'm getting like cassis and even some violet, like purple flowers.
Yeah, so and like black cherry, like really bold fruit on there. Well, let's give it a taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to everyone.
Cheers to everybody.
Thank you all for watching.
Wow. That's really nice. A big fruit bomb in your mouth. Not overpowering, like there's still some elegance and restraint, but this is a really nice fruity wine.
It's got really good, I mean, it's got black cherry. Again, there's some raspberry in there, but it's soft on the palate. It's not like a super heavy tannic wine.
Do you know this would go great with like barbecue ribs?
Yeah.
Or a burger or pizza. I mean, this is one of those wines.
Easy drinking, easy going food. Even charcuterie, even like ham and salami, that kind of stuff would be really great. You know, I think one of the things that, that really contributes to wine, obviously, is terroir. Right. So this is a mountainous region. It's very hilly. You've got mountains that go from about 1,300 feet up to almost 3,000 feet.
Yeah, like 1,000 meters, so 3,000 feet. That's pretty high.
Yeah, it is. It's very, very dry. It gets very little rainfall. They get cold winters. Sometimes it snows up in the mountains in the winters.
Right. But they also get a lot of sun.
Right, a lot of sun.
Really what gets ripening for these grapes. But then the cold nights.
Right, you get cold nights because of the altitude, so that preserves the freshness. That's why you've got such terrific acidity there. And it's a fairly large region. There's 17,000 acres of grapevines, and it's kind of cool. If you've ever been to a wine region, you've seen where they're trellised and they've got like posts and guide wires and everything's trained up.
Like in California, for example.
Right, these are what are called bush vines. So they're just kind of like wild looking. From a distance, you don't realize they're grapes. They look like maybe they're small fruit trees or something. And 99% of the vineyards in Jumilla are certified organic, which makes it even pretty amazing.
Better and a better reason to drink it.
Spain has the highest percentage of organic vineyards of any wine growing country in the world, and Jumilla is actually one of the contributing factors to that because of the high percentage they have there.
Do you know what I'm finding too is I'm getting a really nice minerality here. So the soil lends.
Oh, it's sandy and there's a lot of limestone there,
which is great. So there's a lot of minerality here. This is a really lovely, lovely wine. So you take this wine and then you age it for a few years and you get a different wine. It tastes a little bit different. It has a little bit more, in my opinion, a little bit more elegance, a little bit more, something that you're going to have with a serious meal.
Exactly.
So let's try this one.
Yeah, so there you go.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm going to smell it before I drink it down.
Oh, wow. I'm getting like fig jam, like blackberry.
You're right. Like jam,
plum.
like stewed fruit, like cooked fruit. You're right. Like jam, jelly.
A little bit of vanilla too.
There's some vanilla, baking spices, toast. Well, actually, that's the things that you get from the oak. Those are the things that we really didn't smell in the last wine.
I'm going to taste this one. Wow, that's really nice. I'm getting some of the nice oaky characteristics because it is aged in oak. But it's also very different than the Joven. It's got a lot more finesse. Yeah. A lot more elegance.
Yeah, it does. It does. And it has that. So you got the fruit flavors like the blackberry, the cassis, the black plums. But then you've got, again, that toast and that spice and that, like you said, the vanilla. It's really, really nice. So this would be great with grilled steak, with any kind of with stews, stews. Even if it's not too spicy, it'd be good with chili.
Right.
Pasta with red sauce, and this is all
fantastic.
This also would go well with dark chocolate. Sometimes you want a little dessert when you still have some red wine open. Little pieces of like dark, like 72% or more dark chocolate would be terrific.
And you know what's really nice about Jumilla, for example, is that many of the vines are over 100 years old. So these are some really, really old vines.
Which gives concentration to
old vines, younger vines produce a lot of grapes. Older vines produce a little bit less grapes, but they're very selective and they produce great quality.
Exactly.
So this is really a fun region to watch. In Jumilla, for example, there's about 45 winemakers.
45 wineries and about almost 2,000. There's like over 1,900 farmers who are growing vines. There's a lot of Monastrell from Jumilla in the U.S. market. I know that. And one of the ways you can be sure, if you go into a wine shop, you actually go to the Spanish wine section look for Monastrell, but if you turn the bottle around, you'll see on the back that there's the Jumilla DOP label on the back, on the bottom. And also, if you are not sure where to get it, check out, we use winesearcher.com a lot of times, and if you just put in Monastrell Jumilla in Wine Searcher, there's pages and pages. If you're buying online, you can also narrow it down to where you live and find out who sells Monastrell from Jumilla.
Wine Searcher is a great resource. So wine-searcher.com. Put in grape, Monastrell, and then put in the region Jumilla from Spain, and you're going to find pages and pages. So today we're not going to tell you about specific wines to buy. We're just going to tell you to buy wines from this region. We think it's a great region. And if you want to try a different grape, I mean, if you've had enough Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Noir, Merlot, why not try some Monastrell? I don't think you're going to be very sad trying Monastrell. For me, Monastrell is a wonderful wine, very fruity, but also very elegant, and it's a wine that you can have with a range of different foods, and you're going to be surprised at the affordability.
You were right about that. So make sure when you do find your Monastrell, turn around the bottle and make sure you're getting that Monastrell from Jumilla. I'm Mike DeSimone.
And I'm Jeff Jensen, and together we're the World Wine Guys. Thanks so much for watching, and cheers, or salud, as we say in Spain.
Salud.